Hello and welcome to the lecture series on monetary economics. In the previous classes, we have seen the structure of Indian financial system and also the weaknesses or limitations of the same. So I hope you can recollect that when I was talking about the structure of the Indian financial system, on the formal side of it, I talked about something called as regulators, and one of the important regulators was the Reserve Bank of India. So today I'll be talking about Reserve Bank of India in greater details. So let's get started. So the first point is RBI was established on 1st of April 1935 under the Reserve Bank of India Act of 1934. So the Reserve Bank of India Act of 1934 was passed so as to create RBI on 1st of April 1935. Furthermore, initially RBI was established or RBI constituted as a private stakeholders bank. It was constituted as a private stakeholders bank with a fully paid up share capital of 5 crores. So initially it was constituted as a private stakeholders bank. Furthermore, it was nationalized on 1st of January 1949. So you can see the journey. The RBI, the Reserve Bank of India Act or RBI Act of 1934 was passed. RBI was created on 1st of April 1935. It was working as a private stakeholders bank up until 1949, and on the 1st of January 1949 it was nationalized. Now let us look into greater details of the executive board or the board of Reserve Bank of India. Now the executive head, the head of the Reserve Bank of India is called as the governor, who is assisted by deputy governors and other executive officers. So RBI, if you look at the structure of the managerial or the executive board of the Reserve Bank of India, which I'll be talking about in upcoming lectures, it is headed by the governor, and the governor is assisted by a group of deputy governors combined with other executive officers of the bank. Further, for general direction, the bank has a central board of directors. For general directions, the bank has a central board of directors supplemented by 4 local boards. These are supplemented by 4 local boards. These local boards are where they are in Delhi, which is representing the north region. Then we have Madras, which is representing the south region. Then we have Kolkata, which is representing the east region, and Bombay. Back then it was called as Bombay. Now it is Mumbai representing the west region. So these are the 4 local boards which are there at 4 distinct cities or metro cities. One is Delhi, the other is Madras, Kolkata and Mumbai. So I hope this idea is pretty much clear. Let us now look into greater details. Where is the headquarter of the Reserve Bank of India? The headquarter is in Bombay, which is now called as Mumbai. So the head office or headquarter of Reserve Bank is in Bombay or Mumbai. Furthermore, RBI is the central bank of the country and the apex monetary institution, and as a result, because it is the central bank of the country, it is an apex institution of the country's monetary system. There are most of the developing countries. If you look at most of the developing countries, it is also the apex institution of the financial system. So there's a note which I'll be talking about when I end this lecture. So RBI is a central bank of India and hence the apex institution of country's monetary system. Furthermore, RBI plays a leading role in organizing. What is the leading role which is played by RBI? In organizing, running, supervising, regulating and developing the monetary and financial system of a country. So this is a leading role played by RBI, which is an apex monetary as well as financial institution in most of the developing countries I'm talking about. So what it is doing is it is organizing, it is running, it is supervising, regulating and developing the monetary financial system of a country. Furthermore, the design and conduct of monetary and credit policy. These are 2 important policies. If you we'll talk about these in greater details in the upcoming lectures, but this is a very important function, very special responsibility on Reserve Bank of India is to design and conduct the monetary and credit policy of a country. So this is again an important function, to be very precise, of the Reserve Bank of India, special responsibility of RBI. Now just a note of caution, in most of the developing countries, as I said in this point, the apex institution, the central bank is also the apex institution, or the central bank is also the apex institution for financial system, to be very precise, both monetary system as well as financial system in developing countries I'm talking about. So I hope the idea of Reserve Bank of India is pretty much clear. Please stay tuned. Thank you.